Royal Yahoo reactions as the missing Osun is in FBI custody over $4.2 million COVID-19 fraud. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Àfi bí ẹni pé àwọn ọba wa ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ti determine láwọn kan láti dojú ti àwa ọmọ Yorùbá because ojú tì mí, ojú tọ̀rẹ́ mi, ojú ò tì mí, gbogbo yín pátápátá ni ẹ̀ lójú tì. Kí ni ká ti máa gbọ́ wípé àwọn ọba wa gan là ń rí nídìí ìbàjẹ́? Ṣé ti ká maltreat 70-something-year-old man tí ọba of Ifọ̀ ṣe níjọ́sí tá àti kúrò nídìí ẹ̀ tí ọba wà ní suspension la fẹ́ sọ ni? Àbí tí ọba yìí tá a kàn ṣèdédé gbọ́ wípé ọba ti pòórá kúrò l'Ọ̀ṣun state for about a year plus táwọn subject wọn mọbi tí wọ́n wà tí wọ́n sọ wípé ìyàwó wọn ni ó ṣe bí regent dè wọ́n, àṣé kábíyèsí wọ́n ti ń fojú wọn jófin nílùú Amẹ́ríkà. Ọba Joseph Oloyede ni à ń pè ní the Apetu of Ipetumodu in Osun State. Wọ́n ti wà ní custody ní USA, United States of America, ní under Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI. Nígbà tí wọ́n indict wọn wípé fún conspiracy, wire fraud and money laundering. Kábíyèsí tí a fi jọba ní 2019, wọ́n máa ń travel, of course, between Nigeria and the US for what he described as royal and personal engagements. Absence wọn nígbà tí wọ́n kúrò ní throne yẹn for nearly a year bí mo ṣe sọ yẹn, ó raise concerns táwọn ọgbẹ́ àbọ̀ ní kábíyèsí wà, kí lè tàrí kábíyèsí? Yes, wọ́n mọ̀ pé kábíyèsí máa ń wá, wọ́n máa ń lọ, you know, but for a long period of time bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, torí wọ́n wá miss àwọn major traditional festivals. Ṣé mo wí pé bọ́tẹ̀ wọ́n pé kábíyèsí àwọn máa wá máa ń lọ, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn festivals kan wà tí ò yẹ kí kábíyèsí máa miss. Ara wọn ni annual Egungun festival and AD celebration, you know. Well, nígbà tí US Secretary of State issue statement by Department of Transportation, wọ́n confirm pé federal grand jury ti indict kábíyèsí Olóyèdé o pẹ̀lú pastor wa tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbogbo yín pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àtàlàáfíà ń bí yìí pé Pastor Edward Olúwasanmi lórúkọ tiwọn fún the same conspiracy, wire fraud àti kíni money laundering. Indictment yẹn wọ́n allege wípé Ọba Olóyèdé àti Olúwasanmi fraudulently obtained over $4.2 million in COVID-19 relief fund guaranteed by the U.S. Small Business Administration (SBA) under the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act, including Paycheck Protection Program, PPP loans, and Economic Injury Disaster loans, according to the statement. Indictment in one state wípé from April 2020 through February 2022, Oloyede and Oluwasanmi submitted PPP and EIDL applications containing false information for entities under their control. They also allegedly submitted falsified tax and wage documents to support these applications. Only Baba Oloyede received $1.7 million and Oluwasanmi received $1.2 million in SBA funds for their businesses. Additionally, one Oba Oloyede to submit falsified PPP and EIDL applications in the names of other co-conspirators and confederate borrowers and their businesses. Oloyede obtained approximately $1.3 million through those applications, totally at least $4.2 million obtained through the fraud. Further investigation to suggest that the monarch accountant ní bàbá ó ti yé yín ibi tá à ń lọ gangan nìyẹn. Accountant ní kábíyèsí, so kábíyèsí ò kì í ṣe kò ń ṣe work in the park ọba, wọn ṣọba tí ò kàwé, ẹ mọ̀ kéèyàn jẹ́ accountant, so gbogbo ká máa ṣe tax, ká máa ṣèwé taxation, ká máa submit company documents, ká máa mọ documents tó máa kàn, you know, with experience pé èèyàn jẹ́ accountant ní Nàìjíríà, ó tún wá gbé knowledge ẹ lọ sọ́hun yẹn ṣáà pé nǹkan táwa ará eléwọ̀ dúdú aláwọ̀ dúdú tá bá ti mọ̀ a máa mọ̀ tán ni ìsítà ká mọ̀ tán to the right or ká mọ̀ tán to the left. Wọ́n ní mo ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n assist àwọn co-conspirators láti execute similar fraud schemes charging them a percentage. So tó máa wá àwọn èèyàn mọ́ra ń sìn pé yá wá jẹ́ kí mi náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe báyìí ìwé báyìí ló máa mú wá eléyìí tó ní báyìí la máa tún tò tó lóyún yẹn bá dẹ̀ ti bọ́ sí percentage mi báyìí oye báyìí ni as soon as tó bá ti disburse owó yẹn. Oloyede assisted co-conspirators and confederators borrowers who submitted documents Owani, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Ohio disclosed that Oloyede and Oluwasomi have been charged with conspiracy to commit file fraud and money laundering offenses. An investigation is being conducted by the FBI, Internal Revenue and Service Criminal Investigation, and the U.S. Department of Transportation's Office of Inspector General under the Pandemic Response Accountability Committee Fraud Task Force. The statement read. Oba Oloyede was arrested on 4th May 2024 after a warrant was issued for his apprehension. Ṣé rí pé nǹkan kì í síbẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká wọ comment section lọ. Èèyàn kan ní olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè játijàti ọba you should rot and pie in detection or jail. Ọ̀gá ẹlòmíì ní àwọn abanilórúkọ jẹ́ ọba. The selection process needs to be scrutinized. You just cannot continue like this. How can love of money make people say, if I say? Not all abroad can be truthted. What's this? A good number are into fraud and other terrible things. Now, wow. Nyakotoni, the government keeps vilifying the youths that they are into Yahoo fraud and other vices, forgetting those that are doing right and making us proud. But here you have a king, actively committing international fraud. Now lead this generation reach where they now enjoy. Nyakotoni later then go they drive Rolls Royce and G-Wagon up and down. Say youths should not be lazy. They should learn to work hard and not be after quick riches. But now don't see them now. Most of these so-called elites, big men, politicians and more are into all sorts of crime. Only God knows who is who. Last, only ni everybody. Elomi Tunika BSCO, please kingmakers, kindly ensure that his replacement has never traveled or resided abroad before. We need to put a caveat henceforth against any aspirants to high office in Nigeria living abroad, especially the US. We haven't been lucky lately with this class of people. Whenever these Yankees returnees are on the ballot, no, I'm sure we all know who we are referencing. Hello, tí wọ́n sọ wípé bàbá relé o ilé ló rọ tààrà good riddance to bad rubbish ló bá tán. Another person said, from the head to the lowest, Yoruba heroes are people morally bankrupt. Ṣé ń gbọ́ bó ṣe ń bú wa? They won't hail an Oshibajo. It is known drug peddler they worship. They don't let late Pa Adebanjo be a traditional ruler. It is this Yahoo Oba they prostrate for. Ẹlòmíì tún ní benefit king, àwọn ọba oní benefits. Ẹlòmíì put his rotten ass in jail. His roommate should be Bobo, a 400-pound man, to service his ass in jail. What a disgraceful Oba. Ṣé ń gbọ́ báwọn èèyàn ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ sódìdí ọba aládé nígbà táwọn náà stay one side. Ẹlòmíì tún ní I'm not sure he's going to get bail as it's certainly a flight risk. The magnitude of the stealing is gross and the crime several and includes some other individual criminal accomplices. This should be why they grabbed him since May 2024 and only disclosing the nab now. There was one other too who stole big money here, went to Nigeria and became a politician. The USA is not Nigeria where everything goes. Elmituni, this is what you get. When you bring people from abroad to become a king, Oluwo of Iwo is also a convicted Bakpakpa in America. In your corner, Oluwo is Canada, not America. Lobaton. And thanks for the info, but does it matter where the crime was committed? The scatterbrain emir Oluwo should watch his back. Elomini Oba Yahoo. Another said Nigeria is so corrupt, hence why the country can never get better. Another person said, Omo, even Oba they do Yahoo. Another person said, I like the way Yorubas are criticizing the Oba for his actions instead of defending him like some others would do. Another person said, most of the Yoruba monarch governors have fraud cases against them. Elomituni, if care is not taken, we might one day mistakenly elect a fraudster or drug pusher as the president in Niger. Another person said, oh wow, Sigbisi repete. Elomini, these Nigerian politicians committed crimes in the USA before entering politics in Nigeria. I'll mention now. In your calling today, we have a known drug certificate fraud at the top. Another person said, our Oba is a system Oba, Allahu Akbar. In the meeting, Oba Yahoo, Oba system. Anyone who has lived in the US has some baggage. Another person said, we pay Yoruba people and fraud. Tomorrow you will become governor with fraud money, like some of his brothers. Another person said, later we'll be wondering why other countries don't take us serious. Yahoo Oba. Another person said, they should release the guy sharp. The whole COVID-19 scam was the biggest fraud and they're simply looking for scapegoats as usual. Ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́gbọ́n yìí ẹ̀yin èèyàn tó ń dojú tì ní gbà ni. Wọ́n máa ń sọ pé àwa Yorùbá ni ọmọlúàbí. Tó bá dẹ̀ come to enforcing the ọmọlúàbí thing in Yorubahood, it starts from the home, from our parents, from our grandparents, from our uncles, our aunties. Then by extension, the leaders in the society. And religious leaders, churches, mosques, traditional rulers are custodians of our culture, tradition and heritage. Òkìní ká ti wá gbọ́ pé àwọn ọba yìí gangan àwọn ni olórí àwọn wáyàwáyà. Tá bá ń wá ọlá dùn lóòótọ́. Everybody fẹ́ lórí àpèsìn. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣe nígbà míì tá bá kánjú. Ọlọ́run má yẹ ká sáré kọjá ibi tó yẹ ká sáré kọjá. Tó bá kábíyèsí ò wà nù fraud nsìn, ebi ò lè pa kábíyèsí. Ebi ò lè pa wọ́n. Ṣé kò bẹ́tà kéèyàn wà láyé kó wà láàyè ẹ̀ nínú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀? Ìwọ tó ò ṣe wáyàwáyà, kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbé ẹ, kò sí nígbà tó ń bá evidence tó máa lọ́mọ ẹ lọ́rùn. Jẹ́ máa gbádùn ayé yín pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ àtàwọn ọmọ yín. Tẹ dórí àpèrè, ẹ rí pé disgrace lè jẹ́ fáwọn ọmọ yín. Ẹ bá drop comment in the comment section. Ire o.